Hello, my name's Claudio Da Costa. I'm the lead guitarist of Taverns. I'm 22 years old and currently I am in college. To me, music is a expression of emotion. It can be bittersweet, it can be somber, it could be energetic, and it can be interpreted in different ways. Different people can interpret the same song in different ways just by listening either to the melody or the lyrics. And also lyrics can be interpreted in different ways too. That's how art works, and I think that's what makes music beautiful. What drew me to music initially was, just I guess the way that it brings people together. And also, in terms of me writing music, I don't know, I was just inspired by a lot of classic bands like Metallica, Led Zeppelin, The Beatles. Um, and I also met musicians that are into the same music that I am, and so it made the creative process a lot easier. The band came together essentially when Gabe and I met about 3 or 4 years ago, senior year of high school. We started writing music together. We had the same music tastes, and he would like write chord progressions and like sing, and we would just like almost every other day meet up and essentially just write little songs together. And it was a trial and error process. And then we ended up meeting Way, USF, and then Ethan at a concert. And after that, we just started making music. And Taverns was formed. Actually, the longest process was to come up with the name, with the name of Taverns. It went through a lot of different like ideas. At some point, it was like Koala Deville or something like that. But I actually had a list of names. The name Taverns actually was the name of a song that we scrapped, and I was like, "Whoa, wait! I don't really love the song, but the name Taverns like sticks to me for some reason." And then we ended up naming ourselves Taverns. Um, for me, like while performing, it's very electric. Especially especially in front of a crowd. I kind of feed off of the energy, and throughout the show, I just like putting out a performance, and you know, I don't know. It's always so fun to play in front of a crowd, especially a new crowd or people who knows our music. It's so much fun, especially to see people dancing and enjoying themselves. Um, for me, a difficult moment, or conflict within the band. That's a tough question. Honestly, the most conflict that we ever have is due to communication, really. It's mostly due to communication, whether that's like, not responding to a text message on time, or just the fact that we all, for some, like, just all live like a decent amount of time from each other. Like, half of our band lives in Tampa, the other half lives in Orlando. So that makes things a bit difficult sometimes. Um, so in terms of like current performances that we have, I'm super excited, especially for Mustard Service, the 14th of November. They're a band from Miami that we followed for a really long time. A lot of their songs inspire us. They're really jazzy, but very experimental at the same time. I love their music. Um, and expectations when people listen to our music. I don't know. I think that the biggest thing, like the biggest reaction that I've gotten from people is when they listen to our music and are genuinely surprised that, oh, this is actually pretty good. And I'm like, thank you. And, I can just tell that they're being genuine, you know? And I think that's the thing about our music that I'm the most proud of is that, I can understand, you not liking it because, it's not your genre, it's not something that you would like to listen to. However, like, my expectations are that people can at least, appreciate it for what it is. And, yeah. And goals for the future of the band, honestly, one of the biggest goals right now is to kind of fall into some sort of algorithm, whether that's on Spotify or YouTube with a music video. And yeah, just kind of putting our music out there and hoping that, people will listen to it. Um, my thoughts on the music industry right now is that, it follows a lot of trends. Currently, a big one is TikTok. And, you know, I think a lot of songs nowadays are structured in a way in which it can be easily consumed. And I think TikTok kind of highlights that, but I think it gives like a lot more of a platform for new musicians to have their music recognized. A good example of that is a band that I followed called Yacht Club. Um, this is like an artist. I forgot where they're from, but when I initially started listening to Yacht Club, they only had like about 100,000 views, 200,000 views on their top song. Um, One of their songs blew up on TikTok, and it has 100 million views. And so that kind of it just shows how music kind of needs to hit a certain algorithm, whether that's on YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Instagram, social media, anything like that, in order for it to gain traction. And yeah, I'm excited for future releases, future shows. We actually have a release very, very soon. A song called Late Night. It's coming out the 12th of November. And I'm really, really excited about that.